doing? Are we good? Are we good? Are we ready for things opening up? They kind of have already. We don't know what's going on. But could Auntie Felicity now do one? Anyway, no, seriously, how are we all? Are we doing well? So, apologies if this just looks a bit of a mess. Let me explain what's going on. Week's been really busy, work's been horrendous for a few days. So I'm a little bit behind. I've been behind on my podcasts, but there are two. There should be one up by the time you see this video, and there will be another one up next Friday on the 28th. So April's, I do apologise that I missed it. It's just work, life stuff, you know. And yeah, so there's two out this month, but we're not here for podcasts. What can I say? We're here to talk hair today, particularly mine. We've been having a bit of a change, haven't we? So yeah, this video is, I'm going to admit, I'm a bit unprepared today, so you're just going to have to bear with me. I've literally just got home from work. It is currently 10 to 8 at night. I'm going away tomorrow, so I don't have time to film tomorrow. I'm not going to be back till Saturday night. And my video's got to be up on Sunday to keep you guys, you know, in regulars. So, very quick video this evening, because I've been asked to talk about what I've done with my hair, products. It's not a full hair update from when I had it cut off in July, was it last year? But I was going to do that kind of a year's transformation in pictures, if you will, because it's had a few styles. But no, I was asked to do about what I've done with my colour strip. And yes, things have changed. Things have changed. And by Sunday, they will have changed again. But I'm going to explain all of that. So by next Sunday's video, my hair's going to look a little different again. And I'm going to go through and explain why. So before I had all my hair cut off last year, I had been using the superdrug Vibranve's own brand permanent black box dye. Don't come at me, Brad Mondo, all right? Just don't. And I had no intention of changing my hair colour. I liked the black. It was doing well. I'd had it for years, let's be honest. I'd had it for years and I was loving the black. I used to dye my hair a lot of fashion colours. In fact, it was this pink that I've got here. At one point all over, my hair was down to about here. I've had it orange and pink as I've got it now. But due to the fact that I was going swimming, sorry if I keep fiddling on my glasses, I'm just trying to fix them while I'm doing this because they keep falling off. I started going swimming a lot, and when I was going swimming, when I had the fashion colours, I was leaving trails in the pool of little bits of pink, and I thought it's not a very good idea. And no, I refused to wear a swimming hat because I've got quite a large head, and swimming caps, pretty much like wig caps, move and end up looking like cone head, and they don't do any good. Plus they make my head sweat and just no, get headaches, that kind of thing. So I gave up with the fashion colours for quite a while. I wanted to give my hair a bit of a rest from the constant changing colour, the bleach washes that I was doing in between. Sorry, not bleach washes, bleach baths that I'd been doing. And no, I'm not a professional hairdresser, but disclaimer, I've been dyeing my own hair since I was 14. I have only ever had one massive hair disaster, and that's when it was done by a salon. That's why I don't get my hair done by a salon anymore. So yeah, I have been doing it. I know what I'm doing, and I wanted to change. So like I said, I've had the dark brown and the black for many, many years. And I wanted something different. So whilst it was short, I thought this is going to be the perfect time to stop using the permanent colours. And then when I'm ready, I can change it. So back in July, I switched to the, again, superdrug own brand Colour Vibrance. I will put pictures up of what I'm talking about. The Colour Vibrance Semi-Permanents. Now, they say they last 28 washes. They do. Their black is great. The only thing I found with it was actually that I preferred to the permanent box dye, was that it... What are you doing? Wait, what are you doing? Random cat antics off film, sorry. Yeah, so what I preferred about the semi-permanent to the permanent box dye was that when the semi-permanent faded, because my roots are quite pale, it went to like a dark brown, so it didn't look quite so obvious that I had regrowth. When I had the permanent dye, I had a very big, this is black, this is ash blonde. So I looked like I had kind of floating roots. Obviously, you can't tell at the moment because I have been doing my hair quite regularly, which I will get onto. But the semi-permanents, they were fading to a nice brown. So when I did renew it again, obviously it looked black. But the fade out was quite nice. Now, because I've had it cut not quite as often as I would have done had we not had lockdown, but when I did have it cut short, I had quite a bit cut off. The growth at the back that was about this long when I cut it was all semi-permanent or natural hair. So the permanent box dye pretty much all been cut out. I think I probably only had the very, very tips of box dye left. Now, because of that, when I wanted to change the colour, and I've been talking about it for ages, but when I finally went, yeah, I'm doing it, I didn't have to use bleach. I could use a colour remover. So this is the one that I used. This is the Colourless by, is it Colourless? I can't remember. I will put a picture up. I'm sure it's called Colourless, by Revolution Beauty. It was £9.99, picked it up at Tesco's, and does what it says on the tin. Now, I will say, if you use this product and you don't get the one with the conditioner, word of advice, if you're trying to strip out fashion colour, semi-permanents, demi-permanents, and you want to use this, it is really, really good. However, it doesn't leave your hair in the best condition. So I would recommend, whereas it says on the box, you can recolour your hair straight away. I wouldn't. I would put a really nice hair mask on and leave it a day or two before you put something else on your hair. It kind of left it, I followed the instructions to the letter, and it kind of left it feeling like straw. It felt quite tacky. It didn't feel damaged. It just felt like, you know, when you've been in a swimming pool or the beach, you've been in the sea, and you come out and your hair's kind of like crunchy, and then you try and put a brush through it and it's just like, yeah, it was a bit like that. So I actually used one of my wig brushes, which are softer than a hairbrush, and just gently brushed through it. Went, no, I'm not dealing with this. So I actually got back in the shower. I washed it with anti-dandruff shampoo, because anti-dandruff shampoo would not only strip out any remaining colour that I wanted to get rid of, it would also strip out any excess build-up of anything that was left with this stuff. And then I conditioned my hair. I left it on for about 5 or 10 minutes, and then I rinsed it out and just left it alone. Let it dry naturally, let it do its thing. That helped a lot. I did actually colour my hair later that day, but the only reason I did that was because I was using Riche Directions in Tangerine. Now, I may have alluded to this in another video. When I first did my hair with Tangerine, I loved it, and it came out like this. I'm sure I've put this in before. When I did it this time, it hardly made any difference to my hair. Now, I've spoke to a couple of friends who use it, and they said it only works on bleached hair. I'm like, never used to. I used to literally dye my hair dark brown and then put pink all over it, and the couple of times of doing the pink between the brown, it would build up and build up, and in the sun it looked like this, but in the house it looked kind of just dark brown with a reddish tinge to it. So they've changed their formula somewhere along the line, and I know Emily Boo said that they've changed their colours, they've done a rebranding thing, But I think somewhere they've changed their formulas in the period where I've not been using fashion colours. So I was a little bit disappointed with it, but I could live with it. But it didn't last. It lasted with the nice kind of rich auburn colour for about 48 hours, and then it started going brown again. Not brown, but kind of dark. That's all I can explain. It just started going dark. Now, I'm coming up 44 this year. My hair is bound to have changed. I know my skin's changed. I'm suddenly starting to get dry skin, which I've never had before, and I'm so grateful. It means I don't have oily patches when I wear makeup anymore. But whether my hair has changed to the point where it's not working with colours, I don't know. But it didn't last. So I thought, well, I'm not going to stick anything else on it for a while, but I want something to kind of pep up the colour. So I bought on Amazon this, which is the Adore fashion colour in Orange Blaze number 39. It is a gorgeous colour, and the liquid inside, I'm not going to open it because I have opened this already, but you'll probably see from the top that the liquid inside is literally this colour. And when I say liquid, for anyone who's never used this, when they say cover your head in cling film, cover your head in cling film, because this gets everywhere. It is vegan and cruelty free, and you get 118ml, which is more than you get in a pot of Directions, because these pots are only 88ml. And yes, they're a little bit more expensive, but the product itself, I'm very much used to kind of cream dyes or that kind of thicker consistency. This is like washing up liquid. It just gets everywhere. I think I've got some on the door. It was in the sink. It was all over me. It's a good job the cats didn't come in, or they'd have been dyed orange as well. It said leave it on for 15 minutes. Now, I'm somebody who never listens to the directions of and instructions of anyone who uses fashion colour and says, just leave it on for 10 minutes. Most fashion colours, and I'm talking about Manic Panic, Directions, Lunar Tides, Arctic Fox, all those kinds of colours, the ones that don't last and cause damage are more of a stain than a colourant. So a colourant will open up the hair follicles, deposit colour, and then when you condition it, it closes the follicles, and there you go, you have your colour. What things like Directions do and Adore and all those, they are a stain. So when you have light enough hair, you put this stuff on, it stains the outer coating, which is why they don't last quite so long. Stains the outer coating of the hair, and the lighter the hair, the brighter the stain. So for me, the longer I leave it on, the better payoff I'm going to get. Now, yes, I do watch Brad Mondo, and please don't anyone tag him in this because he'll probably come for me. And he will tell you after a certain period things stop working. Yes, if you are using a colour with developer, so anything that's a box dye, anything that has a toner, it will only work to a certain point and it will stop working. When you're looking at colours that are more of a stain, the longer you leave it on, the longer it will penetrate. Again, Heavy Metal Mama, who does her hair with the Manic Panic Red, leaves it on longer than it says on the tin. Emily Boo leaves her hair on when she's doing it overnight. If you've ever seen any of her wig dyeing things, she leaves it on 24 hours. The more you leave it on, the better the colour payoff. So when I did my Directions, I left it on for 3 hours. Not a lot. When I did the Adore, I left it on for an hour and a half. And yeah, it made a bit of a difference. I had a bit of an orange pep to it. If I went in the sunlight, you could see the orange. It was really nice. And again, it washed out. Within a week, I was back to kind of a dark auburn, not really a fun colour, more of a colour you could actually get naturally. So I was a bit bored of this now. So the Griffin and I decided to have a day out. We decided to go and test the waters of the outside world, and we went to Bristol. And whilst there, I popped into my good old favourite Superdrug just to see what other kind of fashion colours they did. Did they do anything that was going to work better? Because they do crazy colour, they do Bleach London, they do their own mix and match ones that you can do, but I can't remember the name of. And I was just seeing what else was out there. And by chance, I did look at the box dyes, and I found one by Schwarzkopf Live. And I don't like using a lot of Schwarzkopf Live, but this one I grabbed because it was a lift and deposit. So what these colours do is they have a bleach element in them, and they will lighten your hair maybe a level and a half. If you're really lucky and you do it on virgin hair, you can get probably 3 levels of lift. But as they're opening the hair follicles to take the colour out of your natural hair like bleach does, they're also depositing colour as well. They're very, very clever. There used to be something, again, that Superdrug sold years ago, which you could do like fashion highlights or slices, and I used to use it all the time. Their magenta was my favourite. I used to do magenta highlights through dark brown. They don't make it anymore, and that was like a bleach consistency, but it would bleach in colour, so you could literally see it turning the hair white and then turning it the colour. It was brilliant. Wish I could still get it. Anyway, I bought the Live, which was this one, and came home and went, just going to do it. So I put it all over my hair, and we ended up with this kind of bright orange, which is really nice. Now you will notice this part of my hair here is darker and this part of my hair is lighter, and if I wish to show you the back, it's dark. Yes, I have got it pinned up today, don't ask. It's got that long, but it's dark again. So I've used 3 products, a colour remover, and it's dark. Now I'm dark, my heart is black, at least my teeth aren't, but you know, my heart is black. But I wanted bright hair, so I got a bit bored. I like the orange. I will certainly in picture here of how it looked, and it came out really nicely. And then, yeah, it started to fade out again. But I did do my pink fringe, so I did bleach my fringe. I used the Nutrice hair lightener, literally just on this bit, wrapped it up in cling film, left it 25 minutes. You could probably see I've got bleached bits under here. And then I went in with directions in, if you can even read that, it's in cCerise. And yeah, stuck that on, left the cCerise on for hour and a half, washed it out, and this is what the result was. Love, 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 love. And here I am a week or so later with dark patches. This bit doesn't even look like I've put colour remover in it. I mean, you know, it looks like it might as well still be black from the way it's going across there. So it's looking a bit of a mess. It was good when it first went through, but obviously the pink has started to fade. Under here, the pink is amazing. That pink is absolutely gorgeous. But this bit here, I don't know what the hell went wrong with it, but it's just not playing the game anymore. So I am actually braving leaving the house again this weekend, actually tomorrow, by the time, well, tomorrow from filming, but by the time you see it, Friday. I'm actually going to see my bestie, who I've not physically seen since Christmas, and I miss her face. I miss her lots. So yeah, we are going away just overnight, and we're not doing a lot. We're going to a nice little hotel, having some girls' time, having a few drinks in the room, getting a bit drunk, and then spending the day where we're going to. And I'm not telling you where we're going because I might vlog it. And in the evening of staying in the hotel, we're actually going to do my hair, because my bestie is awesome at doing hair dye. One day I will go to hers and we will film her wigs that she's dyed. She's done one recently that's kind of half and half purple and rainbow. She's done dip dye. She's done all sorts of things, and honestly, they're brilliant. I'm sure she's done a mermaid effect one as well. She's done loads. And she's really good at blending and this sort of stuff. And I find if I'm doing it myself, I'm just kind of like slap it on. I can't be bothered. So what we're going to do is I wear my hair to this side. I'm actually going to middle part it. All will be revealed. I know it looks silly. I'm going to middle part it and then take this section and get rid of it. Everything else is going back semi-permanent dark brown. Again, I will explain why. But I'm going to be using this one, which is dark brown. It's not black. It's only a 4. It's coming out darker on here than it actually is, but it will be a dark brown rather than a black. But we're keeping the pink. I'm going to keep my fringe in multiple colours, but this piece, when it comes back over, if we do it in centre, when this piece comes back over, it will be more of a hidden slice, so it will kind of have this dark effect, and then we'll have the pink underneath. But she'll do it all properly. She's really good at sectioning, which I can never be bothered to do. Even when I have long hair, I don't do sectioning. Again, don't tell Brad. So yeah, it's going dark brown. So the next time you see me on camera, it won't be this anymore. It'll be nice. It will be dark brown. It will be pink. And then what I can do is I can change my colours that I want to. I might go for turquoise next. I've got loads of colours from when I did my undercut and never got round to doing it properly, and then had to grow it out because cut my hair short. And I've just got loads of colours I want to try. So that's what's going on with hair. That's what I did anyway. So it was a colour remover and then some fashion colours and then the lift and deposit orange. Or mango twist, I think it was called. Get it right, woman. Mango twist. It's posher than orange. Posh orange. Orange. No, it's just a French orange, isn't it? Yeah, so that's what we're doing. We're going back dark brown, not black. The other reason I'm going... There's a few reasons why I'm going dark brown. One, this needs to get back in shape. Yes, I'm an advocate for plus size and just being who the hell you are, but I have spent a year sat on my backside working stupid hours, and I've not been able to go to the gym. I've not been going swimming. I've started going swimming and then they shut the pools again. So I need to get back for my health. I need to get back to my fitness levels. My size I don't care about, but I need my fitness levels back. So if I'm going swimming, the fashion colours, they're not going to mix with chlorine, they're going to fade, I'm going to leave trails in the pool. Can't be dealing with it. The other issue I have with fashion colours is if I sweat, I end up sweating and then getting a stained face, because it happens. The fading, so obviously where this has gone, I mean, it's gone really dark compared to the top. And it was all done the same. It's all been done exactly the same. It's all had exactly the same treatments. So I don't want to keep putting a lighter colour on for it just to go dark again. So I'm just going to go back to dark brown. I'm not going black again, but I'm going dark brown, but keeping my fashion bits. The other reason I'm going dark brown is because, as you'll know from last week's vlog, I've had my eyebrows microbladed. Now, it won't look like it at the moment. It's part of the healing process. I'm trying not to show you too much because, one, my glasses cover my eyebrows anyway. But two, I'm going to vlog everything that's happened. I'm only on day... Hang on a minute. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. What day is it today? Thursday. So day 5 I'm on. So there's been quite a bit of difference already. But again, I will vlog all this and show you close-ups and do the 8-week update. But yeah, because she used a dark pigment and because of when I had them done, which you would have seen, but here very quickly, they were dark against the orange. I didn't like the look. They looked too harsh on me. So I'm thinking if I'm going back to dark, then the dark eyebrows. It's just an upkeep thing. It's a Virgo thing. It's a matching thing. Even when I had pink hair before, I didn't like having dark eyebrows. My eyebrows are naturally quite blonde anyway. But where I'm getting older, yeah, the colours are just, one eyebrow's almost blondish, one's brownish, and we just matched them up with dark brown pigment. So yeah, I want to not have my eyebrows going, eyebrows, because believe me, after I looked at them last week, I'm like, no, this is too much. It's too much. They're much better as they are at the moment, and I know that they'll be better when they're finished, but I don't want to have this dark eyebrow and like orange hair. It's not for me. It doesn't work. And I'm not bothering with, I don't want to be in a phase where I'm going to have to still colour my eyebrows after I've had them microbladed, because otherwise what's the point? What's the point of spending out the money and having them done to cover them up? Who knows? So I will list all the products I've used down below. I know this video isn't for everybody, and a lot of people do hair videos, but I have had a lot of questions. I did put out on Instagram, did people want me to do a video, and I got quite a bit of response on it, because most of the people who follow me are goths and they want to know at my age how you strip your hair out if you want to. Go to a professional. Just remember that when you are dyeing your hair black, especially if you've been using box dye, don't be scared to go to a semi-permanent black. There are some great products out there. I highly recommend the superdrug one. Genuinely, it's really, really good. If you're not from the UK and don't have a superdrug, have a look at what other semi-permanent box dyes there are if you use box dye, and have a look and see them, you know, put it out on the internet. Who else has used this? You know, put it out on social media, or come and ask me, because I know most of the brands that are out there and I've probably used them. But don't be afraid to go for semi-permanents. It makes no difference. It just gently fades rather than being, oh my god, suddenly I'm my natural colour with 8-inch root. It doesn't work like that. So don't be afraid to go with semi-permanents. They're not as harsh. They are easier to get rid of if you want to. If you want to stick with permanent black because you're never going to change your hair colour, then go for it. But if you do want to change your colour, remember you are going to have to go through that orange phase at some point. And if you're like me, just embrace it, because I've had a bit of fun having orange hair for a few weeks. I knew it was going to happen. I just wish that the directions had worked the way I wanted it to do, because then I wouldn't have a pink fringe. My hair would be amazing and it would be blood orange and it would look amazing. But no, it didn't want to work. So I'm sorry, directions. I don't know what you're doing, but I don't want to have to keep bleaching my hair out. So I'm just going to do the one piece. That's it really. Sorry, it's a bit of a video you probably don't want to see, might have questions about. If you have got questions, drop them below. And as always, thank you for watching. If you are a regular, thank you for coming back. If you're not a regular, thank you for coming and listening to me waffle. I would appreciate a subscribe. I'd appreciate a thumbs up if you like this and you want to hear more about my hair disasters. It's not a disaster, you know, just general crap that I talk. If you want to hear more, subscribe. If you want to know when I upload, hit the notification bell. You know how it's done. Every other YouTuber tells you, so I don't bother. I don't need to. They do it all for me. But yeah, would really appreciate a follow. I have done this stupid thing. I've joined TikTok. Mainly for the videos. Mainly to support my friends. Because I know Moose Ham and Batbones, they're all on TikTok. And I've been following them. And I love Moose's videos. So yeah, I'm following those. That's mainly why I enjoyed it. But I have actually uploaded my first one today. Just because why not? I don't know how many I'll do. It's not necessarily something I'm going to be obsessed with. But you know, it's a bit of fun, isn't it? It's all the kids are doing it. I'm down with the kids. I'm not. I'm far from down with the kids. But I'm going to need to run because I can smell my dinner cooking. And I need to edit this. And I've got a big day tomorrow and I need to get it up and ready. So thanks for watching. Like I say, if you've got any hair questions, I am not a professional. But I do know a lot about the different brands that are out there. I will also tell you this for anyone who does want to bleach their hair. Again, I'm plugging Superdrug and I'm really sorry. I have found a brand in Superdrug called Puriplex. Now, any of you who do watch Brad Mondo or any of you who watch people that are good with hair and colours and colouring, Gaitang, any of those, they will tell you when you're bleaching your hair to keep its condition. Try and find one that's got a bond constructor in it. That one does. It's a box one. It only has a 20 volume developer rather than the kind of guess it's probably a 40, who knows. It actually tells you on the side it's a 6% 20 volume. It tells you everything that's in it, and it is a bond constructor as well, so your hair is not going to feel like straw afterwards. It's a very gentle bleach. I can't wait to try it when I get rid of my pink and see how it works. It does say, if you look on the Superdrug website, if you've got the app, it does say it's £12.99. I actually picked it up in store for, it was either £6 or £7.99. So it's also one of the cheaper bleaches I found, because if you buy the packets and the developer, God, it gets expensive. But yeah, it is only 20 volumes. So if you're looking for something that's not so harsh, I do recommend that one. If you're looking for a 20 volume, I will let you know how I get on with it when I eventually use it. We were going to bleach my hair out and dye it all orange and pink, but I can't be bothered. So when I start doing my changing my colours here, I'm going to be pink for a while because I love it. But when I start changing the slice, then I will let you know how I get on. So look out for that one. It's called Puriplex. I will pop up a picture here. Okay, I'm going. I promise I'm going now. Thank you for watching. Thank you for letting me waffle in your ear. The next podcast will be up on the 28th, which is Friday. The new podcast is currently up. I will put the new one that's on the podcast on YouTube on the 29th, and then the one that's going out on the 28th will be back to the end of June after the June one goes out. God, that's a palaver, but I'm in the middle of writing June, so we're all good. I will be back on track. Life will get there. Until then, you know the drill. Just do you.